actually really sat on my chest and okay. I don't know what to do. Yes. It's just Koshesai if you don't know, get to know. Okay,
Hello, welcome to It's Just Koshesai. Yes, so today I'm gonna do a get to know me tag. This is kind of just to explain who I is, what I is here for, kind of thing, and answer a few questions as well. I'm gonna first explain like what my YouTube channel is for. For me personally, creating content, being a content creator, it's just for memories. Like I realized particularly as I was getting ready to start uni, that I was just recording videos for memories, because someone once said to me, I think it was my auntie Bimbai, it was just like, document like your transition to uni, like document how it's happening. And I started doing that, and I just started recording videos of my journey to uni, which was then made into like a video, and then the content from South Africa, like that was from her advice, being like, just start to document your life so you have some form of memories. So I started doing that, but then I realized like I had all these videos that were just on my phone. I was like, why don't I make them into something? Like, let me collate them so I can look back and be like, oh, this is when this is when this is when this. So this is how the YouTube channel started. So that's what the purpose of my YouTube channel is, just for memories. But as well as that, I kind of want to have just other stuff with it. Like, I'm not going to say I'm going to be doing this and this, because if I can't follow up to it, I can't follow up to it. I'm very spontaneous in the sense that if I think it's worth it, then I'll record it, like whether it fits within a certain criteria category or not. But for now, it's just like, this is just me. It's just Koshesai. There's obviously some of you, and I respect you and I love y'all so much, who don't know me but continue to watch, so I appreciate that a lot. So like, for everybody who's watching, just kind of this is me, here I am, this is what I do. First question, what is my full name? All my people I went to secondary school would be like, finally get to know what Koshi's middle name is. Okay, so my full name is Koshesai Muchareve Fundira. Just in case you didn't catch it.
Koshesai Muchareve Fundira.
Koshesai itself means to like to look after something, to value something, because it's like to koshesa. Like those of you who speak Shona, you know. My middle name is the name my grandma gave me. So me and my grandma, so my dad's mum, have the same middle name because I was her first granddaughter, and I was also born on her wedding anniversary. So I mean, yeah, it's pretty fit. And Fundira is just a surname, gang, Fundira gang. So yeah. How old am I? How old do I look? Some people say I look young, some people say I look old. Yeah, I'm 19, born on the 23rd of September 1998, which means I'm either a Libra or a Virgo, depending on which horoscope. You what? Depending on which horoscope you look at. How tall am I? I am, why am I saying like I know? I don't know. I am between 5'6" and maybe 5'8", 5'9", I don't actually know. I want to say 5'7". I think I'm 5'7", but I really and truly I don't know how tall I am. Where am I from? Disclaimer to everybody who's looked at me and so can say I'm not Nigerian and I'm not Ghanaian. Like the most common thing I'm used to hearing is like, oh.
So whereabouts in Ghana are you from?
Who told you I was from Ghana? You what? Or be like, oh,
Kosh, can you speak Yoruba?
who told you I was Nigerian? Originally, I'm from Zimbabwe. I don't want to be one of those Zims that claim SA when they're not really SA. My mum's dad was South African, so I guess I am kind of South African, but I don't claim it. I'm very happy to be Zim through and through. I'm born in Zimbabwe too, so yeah. My father is Shona and my mother is Ndebele. So, you know, Tara Shona, Nyakuluma is Ndebele. Not fluently, but I know enough. You know them ones where like you go home and people just assume like,
Are these British children? They can't speak the language.
but they're saying it obviously in either Shona or Ndebele, and I'm like, bruv, but I can hear you though. Where do I live? So that's another thing. Disclaimer, I'm not from London and I'm really sorry to disappoint everybody, especially at uni. People they're like,
Also, whereabouts in London are you from?
who told you I lived in London? I live in a town called Newbury, which is in the south of England, in a county called Berkshire. Or as some people pronounce it, Berkshire. It's Berkshire. And I say to people who don't know where that is, do you know where Reading is? If they say, yeah, I live half an hour from Reading. Relationship status, I am as single can be. Because you know them ones where they're like, oh, I'm single, but I'm like, I'm talking to this person and like I'm talking to this person. Like, I have nada, zero. So yeah, I'm single, very much single. I don't really know what else you want me to say. One item I can't leave the house without. Why am I even hesitating? This bad boy. My Fitbit. I got it for my 18th birthday. Ever since I have got it, there's not been a day where I'd go without it, type of thing. Like, even if I'm late for work and I haven't got it on, I will go back to the house, go back to where I need to go to collect it. Okay, next question is bad habits. Okay, this for me personally is a good habit because it means I'm not a mess. But a bad habit I have is that if I see mess, I clean it. Whether it's mine, whether it's not mine, like my instinct is to clean it. I went to go visit my friend Paida at university. The kitchen one day was just a bit of a mess, so I just washed up everybody's stuff, cleaned, swept, hoovered, like just because it's just what I thought I should do. So it's a bad habit in the sense that like people now expect me to clean up after them, but I kind of have like I can't just sit. Like things have to be clean. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not a bad habit, but it's a bad habit. Like I need to learn to accept that there's gonna be mess and I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But I'm learning. First thing I notice about people who know me know that I'm a very observant person and I'm very complimentary. I always often notice something about someone. I'm like, oh, that's I mean, I'm quite observant. But I can't tell you the first thing. Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, I look so nice first. No, I'm not gonna lie. Favorite dessert? Cheesecake. Cheesecake is amazing. Especially like Madagascar vanilla cheesecake, like just simple, but it's just so pang. Wow. Damn, yeah, I really love cheesecake. Favorite color? Do you know, I'm actually surprised. I feel as though I should have repped wearing my favorite color, and I am a little bit in this little Kensei thing, but mustard yellow. My skin is very dark, so it kind of brings out my skin. I feel like I glow in it, so I love a bit of yellow. You can even, like my logo is even yellow, like. Yeah. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I am the eldest of 3 girls. So I have 2 younger sisters. Yeah, being the eldest, oof, it's a lifestyle that we do not sign up for, but we really have to endure till the end. So my poor dad wanted a boy, but he never got it. So he's been stuck with 3 queens, but it means that bride price he's gonna make it ring. So yeah. Favorite social media? Damn. I love the TL. Twitter, I can't lie, like whoever invented Twitter, I really probably should know their name, but Twitter as an app, like as a platform is incredible. I love it. And you know them days where it just has you laughing, like looking at your phone and you're just scrolling something and you start screaming. I love it. It also means that things that they don't publicize on like big media, you can find out through the TL. And from someone like myself coming from a developing country, unless when it was like kicking off with Mugabe, when we were to headlines, like there's things that are happening in my country every day that don't get covered by Sky, by BBC, but you can find on the TL, and I love that. My favorite physical feature, I love a good like smile. I like it because when you're smiling, it's an emotion that you are somewhat with joy, do you know what I mean? And I like to see stuff like that. My favorite film, the only film that will ever like make me cry, The Blind Side. I don't know what it is about that film, but damn, I love it though. Love it. Like, yeah, The Blind Side. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. Most important lesson, like life lesson I've learned thus far. I think I realized this not too long ago actually. I think I tweeted about it. As a person with a very genuine, a very sharing, a very selfless heart, don't assume that everyone is like you are, because when you do that, you will be walked on. And I had to be walked on, and I had to be put through testing times for me to realize now that, you know what, I'm doing good things because I want to, and I don't expect anyone to replicate, but this is how I am. So the advice I would give my younger self is that even when people don't necessarily behave how you expect them to behave because of how you've behaved towards them, continue to do it anyway. You represent yourself, not others. That's a quote I live by. Like, whatever you're doing, do it because you want to do it, do it because of the person you are. Just never expect that everybody's out to be loving, kind, sharing, because some people are very happy to take, and you just kind of take response with a pinch of salt, in the sense that nobody has to do anything for you. If you're doing anything, you're doing it on your own accord. What are my plans for the future? This question's a bit deep, because kind of going through the notion of like, what am I going to do with my life? I'm currently studying international development and economics at the University of East Anglia in Norwich, which is Kwe, Kachana, Kure, all means far. Plan for the future / my biggest dream is to set up a like housing scheme in Zimbabwe, where like I've built a house and it's almost like a hotel, but people don't pay to stay there. For those of you who've been to Zimbabwe, even those of you who've been to any like African country, you know how there's always children on the side of the road asking for money, or like children with their blind parents, like, can we have some money just to get through the day. I want to be able to take those people who are on the streets begging for their means to survive this one day, take them off and take them to this house I've built, just allow them to eat, to sleep, to shower, and begin to send children to school, begin to provide parents with skills that will then allow them to one day move out, find a house of their own, and fend for themselves. I'd also love to work for the United Nations with their development initiatives, particularly in Africa, because obviously I'm African, and I want to see my I nearly said country, imagine. I want to see my continent flourish because it's gorgeous. But also just to see like different parts of the world, like what works where, what can I do, like we're working towards worldwide prosperity, because as much as we may be trillions of years away from it, it is possible. There is enough resources in this world for everybody to have. There's enough for us all to win. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that is my favorite vegetable. I personally eat quite well. I love fruit and veg, so for me it's not like, I just pick one I can tolerate. Like, I generally do really enjoy them all. Quite like broccoli, especially when it's green and crunchy. It's not too bad. I quite like broad beans as well. Sweet corn or corn on the cob, I love. Am I religious? Yes, I am religious. I am a Christian, and I am part of the Seventh-day Adventist denomination. Particularly going to uni and interacting more with people who aren't Seventh-day Adventists. For me, as far as I'm concerned, we are all reading the same Bible. We have just interpreted it differently, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's just like reading a novel. You all take what you will, but you all supporting the same, do you know what I mean? We're all serving the same God. Okay, this is an interesting question. How do I balance the challenges I find with being both a young person and a Christian? I guess this question is predominantly more towards me because I'm now at university. I'm now living by myself. Anything I do now, it's because I want to do. Do you know what I mean? Me, I found that because now I'm at uni and because I'm by myself, you kind of sit down with yourself and you're like, okay, what do I want to get from this? So challenges are just to go to the Lord and take it to Him before I go to anyone else. Because it used to be very like, oh, we just talk. This is what I'm having a problem with, and it's kind of like sometimes the people you say things to aren't necessarily going to give you the advice you need. They'll give you the advice you want to hear. And then you feel as if, oh, I was thinking this, but now they've told me this, it's definitely what I need, but it's not. So yeah, challenges are just like, seek ye first the kingdom of God. My biggest fear, I don't like snakes. No. Leaving or ending up doing something in this world that I don't love. That's scary to me. And also like leaving this world not having made my mark in the way I wanted to, because I believe that like that's my calling as such, to do development work to make this place a better place for us all to live in. And it scares me thinking that that may not be in reach. So it's frightening, but you move forward in faith, not fear. Recent trends I wish didn't exist. Right. People are gonna hate me, but men are trash, women are trash. I don't like it. I don't like it. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, if you're gonna go into a situation with your preconceptions, often when things go wrong, you'd be like, I knew it, should have told myself. Like, you need to be a bit more open-minded, and oh, you're gonna like blanket statement like that. Another question was favorite age so far and why. I think it was when I was 16. 16 was good for me, although it was GCSE year. Like, it was a good year for me. Like, it was just fun. I remember celebrating my 16th. My mum allowed me to have like a bonfire outside where afternoons were getting darker. So we had people from school, my friends come over, and we ate, and it was just vibes, like a good night. Like, yeah, so 16 for me was quite good. And I really enjoyed, looking back on it now, like I really enjoyed GCSE year. And then I did quite well at GCSE, like kind of going through all the emotions and all the stress, but then to come out afterwards and feel like, yeah, like I did it. Like, yeah, that was a good year for me. So what quote do I live by? My quote is actually a Bible verse. James 4 verse 10 says, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord and he will lift you up. I've always kind of been someone who's like always encouraged like humility, like just remembering you're not the only person in this world, and there will be a lot of bees better than you be, type of thing. So just be humble, like embrace the talents and skills God has blessed you with, but use it to lift people up, and he will also lift you up in doing so. I try and live like by that in the sense of, let me not do anything to gain my own like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, but to do things to like help others in whatever way it may be. What is something you've always wanted to do but like either never done or like never had the chance to? I really want to bungee jump over Victoria Falls. Like, I reckon like it would just be incredible. Like, obviously when you're going down there, you're thinking, Lord, if this thing breaks, my life is over. But to do it, like, and if you have like a GoPro, the footage you have, like that's something you'd carry for life. And I think that's like the epitome of like, you're going against your fears. Like, you are being held by a rope, a whole me being held by a single rope. You know what I mean? So hopefully, fingers crossed, one day I'll put up the courage, or one day I'll just be like, I'll get there, I'm doing it. What do you consider unforgivable? Damn, what do I consider unforgivable? I don't know. It depends on the reason for everything, doesn't it? Like, if it's a stupid reason, then you're yes. But we should learn to forgive. But it's hard. I wouldn't even lie, we are all human. Some people will see that as an excuse, but it's reality. Who are my inspirations? Wow. I'd say my mum, in terms of being humble, her humility, and her care for others is great. Like, even when she shouldn't have to, she still does. Often the excuse many people have is like, I don't have to, why should I? But my mum's very like, you know, even though I don't have to, I will. So I love that. My dad, because he's very hardworking. Like, my dad shows tough love, but he's hardworking and he does things to help a lot of people. My grandma's also very hardworking, in the sense that she reaps what she sows, but what she's now reaped, she doesn't keep for herself. She'll share it with people around her. And that sense of like having a kind and generous heart, like you are winning, but people are winning based on what you've won. I've got some really hardworking aunties, uncles, to like doing bits, people who aren't flamboyant about what they're doing, or like wanting to get all the recognition for it, but they're grinding and they're doing well. Some of my friends inspire me, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm very open to taking ideas from other people, being able to be like, you know what you're doing now, you're doing good. Snaps and claps to you, like you're doing well. I'm quite lucky. I've always been surrounded by people who are kind of pushing for themselves and also pushing for others, and I love that. If I had to visit one country, which country and why? I have two, sorry. I do what I want. Number one would be India. Simply because I just imagine India to be gorgeous, like color-wise. You know how they will have assorted spices that they're cooking with, and it just looks gorgeous. I love color, and the food would just be tantalizing me every day. Also, it's got a rich culture. Like, I love learning about other people's cultures, what means what to them. I also want to wear a sari. I think they're gorgeous. The other place I'd love to go to is Ghana. Ghana bounce. Simply because I love the language. When Twi is being spoken, it makes me feel a type of way. The people, like, I've met horrible Ghanaians as well, really nice people, like genuine people. I don't know, but the ones I come across, so that's what I'll take. And because everybody's like,
Oh gosh, whereabouts in Ghana are you from?
I want to be like, do people out there really look as peng as this? If there was one thing I could change about my life, what would it be? One would be having a male sibling. I'd love to have an older brother. Love it. I think we'd really get along, because I get along quite well with my male cousins. They're all older than me, so I'd love to have like someone who's there all the time. Favorite invention: warm chocolate fudge cake from Wetherspoons. But no, in all seriousness, planes, because they allow you to travel, allows you to jump on this vehicle and end up in a different country. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Glory be to God for giving someone the brains to then think of like, oh, let's create that's incredible. So yeah. Okay, last question. Do I have any hobbies? Yes. I enjoy poetry. I really enjoy poetry. When I go out, I have to sit down for maybe 20 minutes and just sit with my phone. I'm on my notes page and write based on what I'm seeing. It just allows me to express myself in situations where I need to get something down on paper. I have a lot of situations like that, and poetry for me has also become like a coping mechanism with certain things. Like, so when I go through certain situations, I will write about it, and it kind of just lets things settle for me. So that's a hobby of mine that I've enjoyed. I enjoy reading. I'm trying to read more now because I really enjoy it. But yeah, I love reading, like just getting a good book and like travel. I'm going to Cambodia in March 2018. My Just Giving link will be down in the description box. If you can spare a couple of pounds for your girl, I'd really appreciate it. I think that's the end. That's me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate y'all, and yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys. Goodbye.